The German foreign minister said the post-pandemic recovery required a balance between ambitious aspirations and realistic goals. European countries are preparing to ease restrictions in May. Follow DW for Gates, an American citizen, criticized the U.S. government for failing to coordinate nationwide public health measures early on, saying, testing did not have the necessary. In contrast, Germany scaled up nationwide testing soon after the major outbreak in North Rhine-West. The U.S. is the hardest hit country in the world with more than 54,800 deaths and nearly 1 million infections. The Trump administration has come under fire for playing down the severity of the pandemic early on. 30 Italian bishops called on the government to ease restrictions on public masses, saying the faithful must have access to the sacrament. Bishops cannot accept seeing the exercise of freedom of worship be compromised, said a statement issued shortly after Italian Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte outlined plans to ease lockdown restrictions. The Episcopal Conference of Italy, the official assembly of Catholic bishops in the Mediterranean country, has pressured the government to elect. Since Italy enacted a nationwide lockdown last month, churches have been forced to forego public ceremonies and get 12:09 as early as this week. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson could announce plans to ease restrictions aimed at curbing the novel coronavirus pandemic. Updates in Universal Coordinated Time, UC/GMT 01:19. Chinese authorities reported 3 new cases of the novel coronavirus, marking a major drop from 11 the day before, according to British daily The Telegraph. According to the report, Johnson is considering modifying lockdown measures instead of lifting them in order to avert a second wave of transmission. Johnson is heading back to work after spending a week recovering from COVID-19, the disease caused by the novel coronavirus. Shortly after he received confirmation of infection, he was admitted to intensive care due to his condition deteriorating. He has since recovered. The United Kingdom has one of the highest death tolls in the world, with more than 20,000 fatalities caused by the pathogen. Since Facebook, Twitter, Google+, WhatsApp, Tumblr, LinkedIn, StumbleDig, Reddit, Newsfeed, permalink.p.d.com/p/3bnkm1201. German Foreign Minister Heiko Maas told Munich-based newspaper Süddeutsche Zeitung that Europeans should moderate their expectations for Germany's presidency of the European Council later. He said the expectations placed on the German government were enormous. Earlier this month, Maas had pledged an ambitious program for Germany's presidency, most notably concerning the post-pandemic recovery. The Chinese health ministry said there were 9 new deaths, marking nearly 2 weeks without any coronavirus-related fatality. He said it would amount to a coronavirus presidency. However, less than 2 weeks later, he appears to be walking back that commitment. Instead, he said it is necessary to find a reasonable balance between ambitious aspirations and realistic goals. Germany is viewed as a key political leader in Europe given its instrumental role in developing the EU into what it is today, as well as advancing the Eurozone project as the bloc's powerhouse economy. Some observers believe Germany's presidency could be Berlin's opportunity to lead the post-pandemic recovery and steer the future of the European project. 0:00. Welcome to Monday's live updates article on the coronavirus pandemic. For Sunday's updates, see here: coronavirus latest. Italy sees fewest daily deaths in 6 weeks in reporting on the coronavirus pandemic, unless otherwise specified. DW uses figures provided by the Johns Hopkins University (JHU) Coronavirus Resource Center in the United JHU updates figures in real time, collating data from World Health Organizations, state and national governments and other public official sources, all of whom have their own systems for compiling information. Germany's national statistics are compiled by its public health agency, the Robert Koch Institute (RKI). Although the coronavirus pandemic began in the Chinese city of Wuhan, Chinese authorities have managed to contain the deadly pathogen by enacting heavy restrictions on public. These figures depend on data transmission from state and local levels and are updated around once a day, which can lead to deviation from JHU. LS/A, Reuters, AFP, AP, every evening. News editors send out a selection of the day's hard news and quality feature journalism. You can sign up to receive it directly. Germany needs to reassess its relationship between state, society and the economy, said ex-finance minister Wolfgang Schäuble. He thinks traditional ways of tackling the fallout from COVID-19 may not be sufficient. 26.0 2020, with the COVID-19 crisis sparking uncertainty, conspiracy theories are booming. Right-wing activists in particular are trying to stir up hatred against politicians and the democratic system, a new study warns. 2020, the country with Europe's highest fatality rate from COVID-19 has seen the lowest daily death toll since March 14. Along with Spain, Italy is seeing a decline in follow DW for the latest. The world has hit a grim milestone as thousands of people continue to succumb to COVID-19 every day. The World Health Organization has warned against issuing immunity passports. Follow DW for the latest. Unreliable health sector data, a dire shortage of hospital beds and poor testing capacities in Africa make for a poor COVID-19, including citywide lockdowns. To beat the pandemic, countries on the continent need new strategies, experts say. Critics, however, have accused the Chinese government of obfuscating the origins of the virus and not providing sufficient transparency on how it managed to drastically reduce the rate of transmission. 35 Microsoft founder and billionaire philanthropist Bill Gates told the Frankfurter Allgemeine Zeitung newspaper that German Chancellor Angela Merkel was a leader and a clear voice for her response to the novel coronavirus outbreak in Germany.